Bug Buddy, Soren here. And the encoder overloaded for a second when I switched. We'll have Bug Buddies. This guy's bugged out the first time. I'm noticing I'm having some trouble with the system. It's just been an install that's been running too long. I might have to do a reset, which I know I just got all the stuff set up for this, and doing a full reset would suck, but sometimes you do what you have to do. I'm not lying, I did some work earlier with some crusting stuff. No, most of it went pretty good. Look at the type of quests that I had access to. And honestly, I'll show for the crafting. I actually made a lot of progress. We're almost to the point now. Some of this I will not be able to do again until we get into the proper Heavensward, because I won't have the materials. So yeah, I'm working on it. What's going to end up starting to happen once I start being up through these tribes, which I've checked, they're not unlocked yet, which means they're limited by storyline. Yeah, tell you how bad stuff's going on. Yeah, the fact you can talk to people outside Vesper Bay and they're going, what the hell are they doing in there? Wrestling a feast? Talk to the frightened. What's that screaming I heard? In fact, Tataru's not up here. And finding bodies. And the sad part is you come down here and there's a lot of dead people. Place is trashed. I love they took the effort to make the alternate version to do this. With some games, this is not the easiest thing to cover. In fact, there's a couple guys up here on this end. I'm sorry, we have music going quietly in the background that's not being caught by the mic, and I'm seeing Thunderstruck AC/DC running when I go into this.
Turn up a little more.
We're good. I don't want a copyright strike.
Yeah. Not where we get one.
And it wouldn't be AC/DC doing it, it'd be the label.
And they'd be upset.
They would. They're pretty cool about stuff as a role.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heaven she is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one. And in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
I won't lie, I had no inhibition later when you beat this woman's ass.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
Oh, remember to switch your thing in afterwards.
Yep.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No!
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now.
I just think they call her the
They
High
say she
Priestess.
also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough!
It does say something about her if she will
We
still
leave.
shoot her own when they
Bring
disobey
the
orders.
prisoners.
Which means if you could stop her from being a total psychopath, you might have been a badass operator. Honestly, that's the difference between her and Iceheart later. Is it bad on a level? I half wish they'd make it so you could actually create a character from the Beast Tribes. And I would allow it to have a whole different plot line if they did it. So I think that'd be kind of badass in its own right. You know, start out seeing the thralling of the respective primal. I don't know which one I'd be the most terrified in. Self wouldn't be too terrifying. But between Amalja and yeah, the Amalja and Ixali and even the goblins, that could get nuts. Because having to flee to stop from being brought to the primal, that could be kind of cool. I know they won't do it, but it'd be kind of cool. I love the fact that you can say a bit of everything. But it's just if you remember the reference of the Wild Roses. And most players don't at that point.
And I'm not gonna lie, I am stressed the storyline partially because I don't really have much else to do, but with these skipping cutscenes, it's not like they're gonna catch much.
Yeah, exactly. Factor in scenes you've seen before. Thing isn't true. If it would have let me for said, I would have just, yeah, I'm spoiling a little bit. Mark V, with those tools, I know I could forge them at this point, the tools it's supposed to be. I wish it gave me the option.
And probably
Oh, I'd be doing high quality. You know that's all you worked with before. No, a 2-bit merchant would be given the good shit. I shouldn't say that. Death or Society, some of them would, but you'd be paying an arm and leg for it to get.
well, that was a 50-second deal.
Yeah, that could also be somebody ripping them off. That's my issue with that. Except if it let me, I could just make them. I'd probably have mats in storage. What do I mean properly? I'd probably almost definitely do if I don't have them on me.
I'm not really progressing the storyline. I am gonna like the 50 missions come out of the ones boards come up.
Yep. Considering I had 5 missions come up over here. Are we doing this?
I'm over exaggerating.
Not by much. It's around 10. Solid. You can't see the tags from the initial ones if you claim them all. I know I've done it.
I have 8 total including story.
And anything past the 6 doesn't show. It'll show you stuff on the map for 6. For the 6, but it won't show anything on the map past that. And to be honest, I will be handling a couple missions quickly going across the zones for the dry bone stuff. Because all this stuff does kind of go together with helping out the church and understanding them a bit more. Yeah, gold is central, I'll take care of that. Because there's the 2 quests in central from over here. And it's actually quicker to run. Well, it's a wash because if you take the fast travel to Blackbrush, you can run up and take care of these and run back. But I find it better to just do this fast travel back, in my opinion. Jalandria Darkship. I like that name. Sounds kind of classy. Yeah, the Iokin repellent. The Black Mage is putting it up. That's kind of a joke being sent from a church. Think about it, it kind of is.
So is it bad that zombies running now?
Hmm?
Zombies?
I never felt this song really had anything about zombies past a little bit of lyrics. I never thought they were saying zombie until I saw the name of the song.
I know at one point I thought it was saying something else. I just can't remember what I thought it was saying.
It still doesn't feel right that it's zombie. I thought it was saying like somebody's name for some reason.
I always thought it was saying something like save me.
Yeah. Not zombie. And for those who noticed, yes, I finally claimed my stuff from the other quest, from the delivery movement. It was more the fact of getting that alert on the screen. I'll be honest, I'd love to get far enough to get to Garuda this stream, but I don't think it's going to be possible. There's a lot going on. I'll be happy if we get the airship back before the stream's done. And that's still not an easy run. Because honestly, you do a lot in the Highlands. Yeah, that's right. He's reminding me. What do I get this time? cherry bomb.
Keto?
Hmm?
Ah, it's the little turtle. I got a little flying turtle.
Now, what I might do later, because of just all the kill I'm continuing to collect
Just all through his the other ones are missing.
that are more expensive.
I'm up to 300,000.
I'm at 222,000 from
But you've been crafting using up some.
buying the stuff I couldn't acquire yet. Thing is, he's apologizing for repairing a broken tool that was a dead man's. But on a level, I can respect the idea of burying someone with a fixed tool that they used in life. Because if you go into, like, the Egyptian afterlife belief, that means he'd have the tool in the afterlife.
Egyptian, Scandinavian.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that you were buried with the tools you would need. So to have it fixed would be some amazing.
It's kind of the idea of the Norse with their weapons.
Yeah. Same idea. That's still not better than what I'm using, that weapon shop. Another thing, if I can get my stuff up high enough to make a better weapon for myself, I will.
I have to upgrade the chest because they have been doing a little bit better as time goes on.
Yeah, the newer ones, the ones you got initially,
Nope.
Yeah.
Still no way.
I know, but I'm to that point where it's getting on that threshold where it's actually gonna help a little. I'm just not quite there yet. That one was on that edge. But what that'll allow is when I start leveling up the other classes, because if we do Blue Mage like we're thinking. Come on, we've never seen anyone into roulette with the Blue Mage. Never. We've never seen anyone play it. I haven't even seen them in the big boss raids. I do love the fact that the father is loved to the point where his people are trying to get him something that he would enjoy. And the idea of the cinnamon cookies, because he's always like seemed to always be around when the one shopkeeper made them. It's just finding out that he hung out the shop for the smells because of his son and his wife always having that sort of smell with the baking. So giving him the cookie is almost neat.
But they didn't know.
because the fact that I agree with the one pre-standard of he needs to face his grief too. So that's true because it's unhealthy not to.
Okay, that sounds like a freaking broken record.
That's the other rough part is that it was supposed to be long enough by the time you get out here where they started to stink. Or the phone.
There's a guy selling a you dyed candle that smells like caneberry and supperwood.
Damn. That's what the sense I'm thinking of, those stink.
It's a sarcasm maybe. Raspberry and sandalwood.
Oh,
Caneberry and supperwood.
okay. I'm thinking of some old terminology for certain things.
Yeah, no, that's them being a smartass. My problem with saying that we got a ring off of frozen corpse is the likelihood that we just broke the finger off.
Mm-hmm. That's the scary part of it. Especially younger. Okay, that person has a fun and works at it's a thaumaturge. Azkaban convict. I'll give them that one. Because if that, I'd be more tempted to try to make a character named Azkaban Guard if I was going to do that. Make sure it's one that the headpiece would show. In other words, okay, moment you get them into hoods, you don't let them out of them. That would be what I'd be implying.
Because if guard ones make you go with sentry.
Honestly, this is the one I don't like taking back because this feels like you betrayed a little bit. Taking Neuroxia back to Los Solis. On a few missions, I'm just...
I was standing.
I agree, but you know what I mean too. That's the one that it's like, yeah, I don't want to do it.
So much stuff that I grew up with on the pile up.
I won't mind. I'll be happy with this stream if I'm actually solidly into Porthos for storyline by the end of the stream, because this is a fairly long
You will.
sequence. But it's fairly long, the storyline.
And then think about what the other ones.
Skipping cinematics.
I'd be more scared if I Pray For You came on.
With what I'm doing,
I'd pray for you. I'd pray a hot falls out, hit you on the head and all that jazz.
I'd be more afraid of Concrete Angel coming up.
It shouldn't.
But isn't
I'm not on the country list. This is the super mix. My demons ain't much better.
No, it's not.
I didn't mean to corrupt your playlist with my entire high school.
Considering when you were in high school, make it easier for a budget, and you're running your stuff off mine
Yep.
before the family plan started up being
Yep.
available.
Hey, at least Mamma Mia finally cycled its way out.
Hmm? And you haven't looked at it in a while either, have you?
That's been a bit. Carva is cycling the shit back over to my account on the tablet.
Not that hard. Thing is, we have another tablet coming in, and I'll be doing some other stunts for that.
There will be the good tablet and the movie watching tablet.
But part of what it'll let me do is, part of my plan in the long run, is I'll be able to place the laptop behind this set up as a server box, because there's still one more port down here for the hub. So I could wire it in for server launching for different games. Yeah, that on Japanese server, I don't like the idea of jumping off the tombstones. On the American, it doesn't bother. I don't know what it is on that. On the Japanese server, I couldn't do it.
With Japan, it's more up
Even in a video.
in America. Some I probably screwed on it at some point, so who cares?
Because I remember years ago catching a guy I knew newlywed cheating on his wife in a graveyard. The only reason it really upset me is I defended him to his wife the night before. Which was the really fucked up part.
He wouldn't do that sort of thing, and then
catching him the next damn day. It's
I
bad.
fondly hoped that I might
The
be the
song's
first to speak
finishing
with you.
up, and up
Would
and
that I had
walking
been
in.
so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait,
Reborn crosses.
Hear me, Sid.
Not much better.
Eorzea needs you.
Wow.
You agree? Not much better.
Not for what you just had to deal with.
Now with Sid standing back up, starting to remember a little, and not all of it yet.
Well, by the end of the song, there's a big revelation.
It's where I wish we could get away with leaving the music loud.
Sid, was it?
Yeah, the last
Here.
thing we need is 5
These
different
belong to you.
publishing groups
Trying to
to us.
I
no,
thought
to monetize
you
the
bore the
footage.
mark of greatness.
Yeah.
It seems that I was
We've
right.
been fighting over it.
Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to
Because
me.
I
You
claimed
have
it
brought
first.
joy to an old man's life.
or my song came
But
up first.
it is time for you to help
Yeah.
those who
My
truly
song's
need you.
longer.
Well, that means we'd have to get Harry Chapin's full-on cut, 10,000 pounds of bananas in there. That's almost 20 minutes. Or the full rendition of Alice's Restaurant, which is almost
Who
40.
Are
The full
you?
story.
Alfino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the 3 city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
It's funny, this is playing as Sid's changing into his...
Come, let
outfit.
us put an end to the
There's
primals.
some girls would be going,
Together,
yeah.
we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned
Come on,
with.
they made Sid look handsome. Because I'll be honest, when they show him with the beard off, he's a babyface.
Was supposed to be a kid.
No, but it's still the same facial structure. So if you take all the facial
They
hair
need
off,
my
I don't know the
airship.
team.
They need me.
my only issue is his pendant looks like it's a flask.
I said that the first time.
A little.
This is a weird team. A Dark Knight, an Astrologian, a Bard, and a Monk. That feels like the typical D&D campaign.
It does.
So what would that be? Oathbreaker Paladin?
Basically. The irony, if they, I don't remember if D&D has a god that qualifies as the betrayer. But if it is, would an Oathbreaker Paladin really be an Oathbreaker? In that argument? You get my point.
Yes, jump into that quicksand. That's definitely how this works.
You're right, I will technically DN court this pretty quick. Because I'm damn near there now. It feels like but you know what I meant to. I don't expect to be ready for Garuda. Tomorrow we will be, for sure.
Yeah, rude.
Honestly, that is the first primal I hated to fight of. Because at first it was so damn hard.
First time the Bards turned on Peloton.
Hmm?
Oh, first time I've seen the Bard hit Peloton.
One of the long runs in Cutter's Cry.
Yeah, trying to get us across the map to the
It's sad for some of it. For Cutter's Cry, seeing where you're at, it might be better off having Peloton. I don't know if the acid would actually turn off Peloton. But that's not combat damage, it's just damage. It's just a random thought. But yeah, I done what I could of side quests up here before. All I know is we're gonna be in so much trouble when people start flying through shit and then we go back to having to run on the ground. Honestly, those streams going through into Heaven's Word will go fairly quickly because it's life.
waiting for Superman.
Which kind of works too for what we're doing.
One of my favorite songs from Daughtry. They did. Oh boy. Okay, Tank just lost foundation. Well, we were testing our things for the blue. They're pretty much full up to do the whole next section. I got stuck on something, so the others got ahead of me. But Tank pretty much got ahead of all of us. To the point where their name was actually grayed out while it's same row.
Oh, jeez.
So Tank lost.
Yeah. He's rushing too much.
Yeah.
Time for everything to really get crazy.
Hey, she's pretty much just trying to bring everything to the last group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the last part of the room for the next.
Bosses.
Yeah. Or where the shifting sand.
One of those tanks. Yeah, they rarely get commendations because they make it so if the healer has something go wrong, they can't keep everybody alive.
Tell you one thing. At this point, it's either going to be the bard or the healer. I mean, come on, the bard's actually still using their poison arrow.
Most of them neglect it, so, as they level.
Because that's one of the first things that usually gets thrown to the back when you start getting all the various songs.
Yeah, I know better than to jump down this tower.
Up there, you can actually jump down and live with one health.
Not from the absolute top. You actually have to come down just a little bit first. From my experience. said, later when we get the flight in this area, we're just going to be jumping off the top of the tower anyway. Because you're closer.
Like sometimes for that one, it's easier to go into the top.
Not wrong.
Okay, so purple is get away from Chimera, blue is get closer, vice versa. No, I think it's violet you need to get close, blue you need to get away.
That's what I'm recalling. I was just thinking about it a moment. And if you see it targeting you, try to get away from everybody else, basically. That's the best way to describe that one.
Oh. Oh yes, you definitely want 2 Arcos golems following. Are we gonna stop?
Probably not. She's going through what I call a bad tank, because if anything goes wrong with any of the players keeping their rhythms right, the party's wiped. And it's not that hardest cry is the hardest dungeon either.
Put it this way, her title, Temptress of Fate, is tempting to say that it's talked about her getting killed by her own party members. Because I keep having to get out of the range of attacks because there's 4 or 5 layers of the
Shit going on, which means if you get hit by that shit, you're dead.
I'm waiting through the cutscene.
I wish, on a level with the way some of these people are playing nowadays, that they kept the old standard: if you aren't inside when the fight starts, you're trapped outside. And I know that's kind of petty.
Every card is Spire, kill me? What? What's going on with his cards?
He's having bad luck with his card draws for some of the bonus effects. He's not happy with what he's getting. There's some people that are anal and very linear on their mindset of what's the
Okay, that
best.
purple get close, blue get away.
Basically, some people, they like having the 100% sort of thing on what they can tactic with the astrology and with the roulette with the cards. Because it's like a fresh shuffle each draw. You have bad odds really in your favor.
The fact that this guy keeps getting Spire, I kind of feel bad.
That's more of a DPS setting, from what I recall. But he can still heal in that state. There's also an ability, depending. Well, no, he's capped at 50. There's a later ability I recall for it that allows you to jump a little bit. So yeah, it's quite good, yeah. With the cat. So. No, I'm not criticizing.
Well, we were the ones that got targeted by things and bad timing with the respawn on me. because he started doing the burning blue pretty much right as I got back control.
Oh shit.
So I went from brought back up to dead.
And it got with him having to stand still and that through the res.
He also got targeted with the next round of the single targeting thing.
Bad double
So
win.
that killed them. So we're down to the Bard, who is 200 damnedest. She's actually doing better than the tank, in my opinion.
Well, in argument,
Oh no.
what, tank's down?
Oh no. The healer's going, sorry, I may be a little drunk.
Oh, at least they're honest.
It's a factor that the Bards pay more attention to what the effect's saying.
Mm-hmm. And from some of it, what you're dealing with, if that healer's saying they're drunk and they were doing that good,
I'm giving it to the healer.
I'm kind of impressed the other two have kept it going. What class is the tank?
Dark Knight.
That's not the easiest one to tank without a healer. But a lot of the abilities for Dark Knight start screwing your health.
Well, I took Cutter's Cry off my list.
Yep.
Which will let me throw some temple on to try to get that. I pretty much tagged everything I need to do. That I can fit in the list. And let's hope I have enough time to go grab a drink.
You should. Exactly.
I'm stealing your red cup.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Oh damn! You got popped up too.
Damn. Oh, that unlocks another one for me.
In the long run.
Arvale. I know how to run Arvale.
Just remember after 2 or 3 of the first fight with the fruit, and then 4 or 5, depending on how bad it's in your health for the second.
Not sure how hard it hits.
I would assume 4. I had to go at 4 with the thermometer.
It was going to the right. You know what the right is for.
So somebody's running a little bit different tactics. Not a bad thing.
Is you can't just stand at the edge like I usually do.
With other characters, yeah.
Oh wait, we got Black Mage. Let's see.
Fireball room.
It's Gunbreaker as the tank with the gun.
Yep.
So we got a Gunbreaker, the one that looks like Scale, that's the Scholar.
Yes.
Breaker, Scholar, Black Mage, and Monk. Not bad team.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay, maybe I should have gone with it has a ferry.
That would have helped a little.
Instead of me trying to look at the symbols. I'm trying to learn the symbols. So yes, it's scholar with the ferry.
It's scholar.
Okay. It's the first time I've seen it take that trying to just completely tear through the first group of Armvale.
It can destroy you. In there if anything goes wrong.
I will say I'm kind of disappointed in the scholar.
Trying to rely too much on the ferry.
Put it this way, I have not seen the tank, well, finally up past half health with the ferry just doing one of the features.
Well, unfortunately, I can testify with the way it's set up with the ferry now. The ferry used to be a lot better healer. They nerfed it a lot.
Because we're about to use the tank.
Like I said, I can testify that it used to be a lot better than it is now. And that's no sarcasm.
It looks like this healer might be trying to lie.
If it was somebody who had played the last time when the scholar was
there we
more
go.
powerful,
Starting to realize that. Ferry's not enough.
when there's the two different actual statted fairies rather than just appearance, it mattered more. But it really doesn't do anything depending which fairy anymore. Because one was better for like dealing with stat effects, the other was better for actual healing before. And now they won't do stats effects at all.
Already black for the locksmith though.
It's not bad. I feel I'm making good time over here still. It's just gonna take time.
Oh shit. Yeah, not one. Let's go with one now.
Yeah, there has to be a way to dog in this one. Just gotta figure it out. Okay, there it is. Round about similar structures that are just enough different. I'll be honest, I'm gonna jump on the wall, I'm gonna turn into one quest by running.
Oh god, the only one left is healer. You know, it's like healer, just like... No, it looks like he lost the healer until he moved on. He was standing outside the door. Or was probably getting in.
It allows to teleport in if you didn't die. So if he died early on, if he screwed up with his timing, we've seen that happen enough times, honestly. Magnus, just keep going.
That was pretty much one hit kill. I did the 1,000 lashes zombie.
Yeah. And I apologize to anybody with a lot of vertigo going up that staircase.
We're about to lose a healer again.
He's not keeping himself up.
He's trying.
I wonder if his gear's just that out of staff.
Wondering. I'm wondering if it's a bullet plate they got his crap.
Wouldn't be the first time we've seen that happen, honestly. Sorry, it's not hard. As long as the party's doing decent. The fact is, I can vouch that yes, they nerfed that killer drastically, but it's still succeedable.
One hit. Good. I'm giving it to the egg.
Oh, where's me?
How we're gonna handle the lighter this month? Yeah, our healer sucks.
Just depressing.
I've had this much trouble in other things.
This is the one that said he's drunk?
No, that was the last one.
That was the last one. That's what I thought.
This is completely different guy.
He's probably one that usually runs Summoner, not Scholar. It just unlocked it just because he could. But never really learned how to play it. In all likelihood. That's my educated guess, is the way it's sounding.
That looks like gathering gear.
Technically, it is equipable. If you manually override it, try to have higher armor class and doesn't have stats.
Oh shit. Because if you went for the armor,
We went to override the armor class for the caster. It sounds like a good idea, but without the stats, you can't do anything else. I can't guarantee that's what they did. I can't just look at your party stats and gear. So what makes it feel like it's being fun?
we're about to do point counters.
I don't think you're going to be in good shape with coin counter either.
So, our healer sucks. Or are you trying to get everybody in the room? Or are you trying to test them? I think he's trying to test the healer.
See how incompetent he really is?
Because that room with the fire, they like the firelights. You're trying to fool everybody.
No reason for that, other than being a bit of a bug. But it shows that he's using any. Somewhere don't have enough healers healing builds at that level. And I can vouch for that.
That's what we're level 49 cap.
Like I said, it's actually capable of keeping up with the Astrologian and the White Mage. Played properly. Even with the way it was nerfed. Of course, it may be also one of those idiots who doesn't take it seriously in the earlier fights, even. And I still don't give them accommodation when they do that.
The last healer, hey, drop this one.
I'm trying.
You know what that looks like? Part of that is pursuing everything in our power not to get hit. Heal yourself.
Because I'm sorry to say it, when it comes to the healer, it's a hard wash on who you heal first. Yourself or the tank.
In fact, the only one that needed healing was himself.
Which means he should have took care of it.
In fact, he was at half health
Yeah.
during one count. We survived it.
Well, part of it too is Cutter's Cry is also the first dungeon really depending on the whole party's gear that the healer may have to start going more dedicated healer than they had before.
I'm in our
Arm Veil, excuse me. But Cutter's Cry is the first one that really you have to worry about that. In Arm Veil, I can definitely say, depending on the party's stats, you need to go consider going dedicated healer and keep everybody alive. And I know a lot of people don't like doing it. Because it's not as fun. But I'll admit it, I find it a lot more satisfying. When you do the hard run and you can keep everybody alive, there's some bragging rights there. he pulled the whole zone again.
In
Or-
this room, it's hard not to because you take one step too far, the rest of them aggro.
True.
And it was down to me and the healer for a minute. He got the tank back up, but it doesn't look like he bothered doing the extra heal afterwards.
Well, you're talking about the full heal?
He rose the tank and then didn't bother upping his health past that starter res health.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm one of those incompetent ones, alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be unlocking Blue Mage at the end of Realm Reborn.
Scholar.
And I will unlock Astrologian and start showing people up again. It's sad I gotta say that. Because I'm sorry to say it, I know me running healers, it wasn't uncommon for me to do an 8-man dungeon and have all 7 commendations. With me running healer. And that's not bragging, that's more the fact of me trying to give other people a chance and people are going stupid again. I just hope we can stand being tortured until I can unlock it.
Because this room, I expect a lot of extra time. And not even more bullets.
Yeah, that. But most of those, a good AOE destroys everything.
I will say, our black mage is fine.
And that still isn't one of the easier things for the Black Mage sometimes either. Because the Black Mage is good at destroying everything. But it's not really good at crowd control. Because it takes it a minute to catch. And that being the problem. So yeah, I feel for you for the... So I'd say it sounds like the other 2 party members are good, except for the healer.
The tank pulls a little heavy sometimes, but part of that is the way you
Some of those rooms you can't help it. It's like Stone Vigil, I don't get mad when a tank pulls heavy. Because I can't help but pull heavy in there.
Like, he's not trying to pull this group of dynamites to the next room.
Part of it is
He's
because
just called here to take care of it.
partially because he knows that healer can't handle it. And before people try to say, well, the scholar can handle it, can't handle it, yes it can.
He's done it.
I've done it. Which is why eventually, when I'm done with classes I don't want to do, or those classes I want to do, with this I'll start unlocking like the Arcanist and the Scholar.
I'm skipping it is because I don't want the healer to pull the aggro.
While you're skipping the cinematic,
I skipped the cinematic because I feel like the healer.
it's going to get party killed.
I don't know what it means.
Again, it's this one structure that always mixes me up because it's so different from all the others of this design, basic design. I agree. Bitcoin mix up is what we do in Gridania, but
I'm sorry, I'm gonna give it to the tank for how hard she's kicking ass, despite.
a bad healer.
Yeah.
Thing is, the moment everything falls apart, it affects the performance of everybody else. Oh yes, I'm gonna grab a quick drink before I continue. I'll be honest, I am having moments where I'm just looking down and checking the gameplay she's having over there. Looks like you're having a bit of a handful with that one.
Oh shit.
Forgot you did that.
No, I also got hit by something. I'm taking that so I can give it to the tank.
Make sure you do.
Holy shit.
More of a proud you guys got through it.
Somehow.
I know that healer's gonna be pissed he didn't get any commendations. Sadly, most of them that play like that. Well, you barely got to grab it and you were going in because it flagged up. If you recall. What?
Tank literally went, go give me thanks, Genzel.
In other words, yeah, I know you were saving my ass.
Holy shit. I think part of it is when he had to go and get his marble fruit, I ended up getting the aggro. What the hell? I think I know who gave me the commendation.
Most likely.
I've never gotten directly named like that before.
It tells me how much you were saving his ass, in his opinion. But of course, if you were running the AoE strikes, which most monks don't, it definitely would have helped him a lot, because it would have been helping clear everything out with the big groups.
Wow.
Sweet dreams are made of this. What?
Dismal Darkhold. Okay, who's in this? Everybody else is watching cutscenes. And me. So I have a female Rogadin Marauder.
Again, the Marauder, if it's played right, is a powerful tank.
That's the Marauder. I need some
It's the upgraded, most likely, but
White Mage. And Samurai? That's Samurai. The symbol for Samurai looks like it should be the symbol for Nance.
well, they fight very similar in their own way. It's just basically the person running around with a sword or
Yeah,
with
he's running around with a sword. It's
basically swords or shock rounds.
It's just the symbol that's used for the samurai. I keep thinking it's dancer because it looks like a chakra.
Mm-hmm. No, I hear you, but that's why I asked which weapon it was. It said, depending on timing and what I'm in the mood for at that point, when we are done with me getting the other casters I'm worried about, I may go and unlock the samurai when we get the next roll that we...
decided what I'm going to do once we get the first outbreak.
You were considering Red Mage.
Red Mage, Dancer.
Red Mage or Dancer, both would, I think, would complement you, because Red Mage is a blend of close and range, but the Dancer is primarily long range, and it's about the same range as the Archer, and the supporting job skills are very similar.
We'll see if I'm at the level for Dancer come that time.
I suspect you will be, because I think that's 60.
I think so. In fact, I think I just hit 50. 49 or 50. Can't hurt it right now. Oh no. The samurai was trying to chase the all-seeing eye.
Oh, just let me kill the Inquisitor now. We know he's an asshole. And what am I doing? Man, I don't know like it. I read the vision, so I have all of them.
Oh shit,
Yeah, we're not gonna like you. You like it, I don't like it. I wish you exaggerated. I'll try to hang them together. I'm sorry, I'm having pretty bad. Okay, nothing yet. So I can't seem to keep the one yours stuck in the circle long enough to destroy them. Yeah, that's so reassuring. I got the aggro of the light. That's like, that's not good enough. Shit, I can do that.
talking about?
Yeah.
No one don't hurt me.
I'm sorry for telling you to go ahead. I forgot it would sometimes affect you this bad.
I wish I was bullshit.
Yeah.
Into the light. Come on. I'm not gonna sleep good tonight.
Not if that shit keeps up.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Now, to her credit, she's still going strong in her dungeon fight, despite all that.
Oh,
But she's right. She's not going to sleep well if this shit keeps up.
usually it does when it gets this bad.
I know.
It is actually. Neighbors probably up to this.
I don't know if he's watching stream or not.
You might be able to experience.
Yeah.
Into the light. Why am I running pseudo tank?
Forgot to turn his shit on.
I also seem to be the only one who knows how DLC kind works.
If it's our first time in there, that dungeon is a little awkward the first time. So if that's the first time in there, I can see the problem.
Exactly, I have to keep hydrated, so I gotta keep.
Otherwise, your throat's gonna be even rawer. And drinking causes it to agitate more.
Yep. Oh. As it keeps happening, I'm gonna start bringing a file.
I know.
Further in. Can't hurt him with it on the edge. Oh, here we go. Shit.
I'll finish turning in the side quest and then I don't know if I'm worried about really showing these little side quests bringing a little bit of aid against the Exali in Corthus.
Not the. You're the tank. comes out.
Mm-hmm. Not surprising.
Ugh. Later one.
So I gotta sneak you up on the wall to get that last quest. What's sad is I am not gonna try to even get the crazy stuff going. With buying gear and such, I will do what I can. I may eventually replace, well, the gear with other stuff, but I know that it's not going to do me much good as is.
I'm getting to the point where it's not kicking up phlegm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What?
She brought up the Nexus.
Not intentionally, but just far enough over.
She stepped down. I think she was trying to figure out which way we needed to go next.
Yeah, that's likely. It's definitely easy enough to do. Speaking from experience.
So our first time to do it, we accidentally did it.
You know, I'm not criticizing that happening then.
Oh shit. I know you want to take these guys out, but you have to get right to the
Oh, this ready. And I'm going.
if I'm misremembering.
It's been a while since you've been in that touch.
I went down the wrong side. Do we have to go down? Maybe we do. Oh yeah, it's this. But, I think the worst part is it's only already half the ribs.
No, bad enough when it's half the ribs. I know I mean, you mean one side. She's not.
Now I'm trying not to overpull you.
Yeah. I wish I could just cross over into Foundation, because, like, if you could wander all the zones like some other games, I would so be going into the farther stuff to keep the gathering going. Not even sarcastically, I would be.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, it's a bad joke. The song from the music is "If You're Going Through Hell."
We just made it to the feasting hall. Ow. No, I'll end up having to do it again later.
Like I said, all I can say is unlike a lot of classes with me in this car, but at least I look warm out here.
Yeah, there's not a lot of classes.
Yeah.
Sorry, man, moving hurts right now. I wonder if they set up spontaneous combustion in this game.
This work is frustrating. It's the night that the gate, we're saying you need to talk to Dada, no, you need to talk to Dada, and then the person that you kind of get to that in charge is going, no, that knows the guy going, no, this sort of letter, and you just go in.
I'm gonna rip this. Oh shit. I'm giving it to. I will say it is by far the most damage I've taken in a dungeon, but that's because I keep going for the magic check things and keep getting in the middle of danger zones.
Yeah.
Best way to tell if you're getting dehydrated is to pick up some your throat starts feeling like being coated in slime.
Mm-hmm.
Because you keep hiccuping and it's just air back and forth. It hurts.
Yep. this is one of those missions that kind of bothers me because you start hunting the rats.
Okay, Samurai picked up on it pretty quick.
The fact that you can actually unlock Samurai before you're into that point of the storyline, really. Depending on how quick you level. Especially if you've been doing the dailies with the dungeons. Just such a interesting section of the game. Because you have none of your allies, barely any allies. You say you're standing alone is not an understatement. No, complete solid percent. Yeah.
We got through it.
Good.
Not as bad as this whole time I've been sitting in front of Stone Vigil.
Not well, in fact, I'm still a fair ways from getting it open with everything going on. Part of that's all cinematic, so.
My hand just running through. go.
All the spare dungeons you haven't cleared yet. That way you're ready for stuff later.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I've been doing, otherwise off screen.
I don't see how most cartoons make them literally say makeup. Mine just sounds like I'm broken.
Well, thing is, when you think about it, they want it to be the cute half one some kids get. They don't want it to be the one that to make the parents just cringe and go, fuck. Yeah, perfect example, right? So that's the sort of ones the adults are going, oh, I know that pain.
That means any irritation's gonna set it off tonight.
Yep. That's the bad part.
Lord, help me and over again passing this. Oh look, second temple of Clark.
Another nightmare dungeon, it's true. It really is.
Aegis Leatherly Azome Noise Phrase Shura. Oh. Paladin Astrologian Machinist.
All I can say is I don't care who you are. You start hearing fire explosions outside the kitchen, you're gonna freak the fuck out. Referring to hunting the Rat King. You agree with me, though. I don't care who you are. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
I'd be worried about some of the oils catching fire.
That too. And honestly, that too. Get down the tunnel, then I'll come back up. I know I'm gonna run this path.
You know when it hurts so much it's cold?
I do.
You're not gonna like... Oh, if I come across one of the things that will help us later, I'll grab it. Since they're obviously going to ignore them.
They're ignoring you?
They ignored one of the...
Oils?
This is second temple.
Second temple shit.
This is like the helm of might. Depending on what it decides to be in.
Yeah.
We could actually need that for the last part.
But no, most part. What it is, I know most players are impatient. said, it's not that I'm not making good time.
Yes, the Terratatar does still do the Doom thing.
Just make sure to stand on the pedestals at the right time. I figured I might as well check to see if it would let me cross the gate into Ishgard. I didn't think it would. Just worth a check.
Which force?
Almost there. Like I said, most of this isn't main story I'm doing right now, but it's just the fact that it's all in this area. And part of it is some nice little side story showing that, yeah, some of the Temple Knights are assholes even at this point. He's actually worth it to me. Actually, that one. yeah, if I had the ability to do the next craft mission with part of the storyline, I would do it at 52. I'd be happy to. Agreed. But honestly, I think at this point I might as well just ride up quick, turn in the quest over by the cave. Yeah, Zar, tomorrow I'll be able to at least be able to craft my weapon for the relic. The way the leveling's going for Goldsmith, which is what takes it from me. I'll need to figure out which one it is for you. Because honestly, if I can have those 50s crafted, those are not bad weapons.
The harder part of getting through this area to get infused into them.
It's actually not that hard. If we were trying to collect them the hard way, it'd be hard.
With luck, we might have them stored.
Yep. Concern, I should go to my high level and throw my crafting stuff into storage there. On here sometime.
Remember, you want to go after the birch. Try to take care of the birch before it becomes a problem.
Yeah, it can really tear you up.
It moved.
It's actually a detail I do like, that the gal that's feeding the knights goes, oh yeah, I forgot to make sure that the people working in the infirmary are getting this too. In my opinion, it says a lot about her. down below.
Save first. Right.
No. This is what I hate when they do all these layers upon layers of structures. It's so easy to overlook. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad design in the game. I just hate it in the sense that you can not see somebody.
The danger. They're cleared.
Mm-hmm.
Well, would I be able to tell what you would need to be able to make the fountain what they're usually made of?
Well, look at the one you have and see what it takes for the desynthesis. Is what we're talking about. Or what skill it takes to repair it.
Blacksmith.
So I could see it playing blacksmith. So my blacksmith's a little behind the curve right now. That's at 36, but I could do some grinding to get it up there pretty quick. Real bad hiccup run.
Yeah.
So. Only problem I have with the bomb following me around is I keep thinking I have a bomb chasing me to kill me. Which does kind of make sense. Getting there, I promise. It's just going slow as always. I am curious because I know we're getting pretty... Yeah, we're getting damn close to rank 8. The thing is, the fact that Sid's actually trying to make them a better device. All I can say is just be glad that Sid then didn't just take his hammer to the fucker's head. I'm calling it how I see it. But yeah, I'll be honest. There's very few characters in this game I was wrong about my vibe about on first impression.
See how this goes.
You got in Stone Vigil?
No, but I have done luck with most of these types today, so hopefully this group's a little better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is where everything starts getting insane. Oh, I missed that problem. At least it wasn't enough to kill me, though.
I would say this scholar does not have his spin block.
So, you actually have a good scholar.
Or is very surprised.
But he knows the fairies and all that. Like I said, the fairies.
The rest of them are guys. I will be sitting through that last animation after we beat the final boss just to see.
Yep.
Because Scholar is definitely a guy, so is the Bard. I cannot tell on the tank because it's in a robe.
Tank in a row.
The tank's in a robe.
So it tells me somebody's doing,
A Dark Knight in a robe.
so they're doing the glamour. Yeah, it doesn't help much.
There's three guys. Three guys and a girl. Ugh. I'm pretty sure it's a guy. Yeah, he's flat.
Well, technically that treasure coffer will be better than what I have, so weapon coffer. Get that open because that'll still be higher item level than what I have. I will manually override this time. 42 and that's 28. Okay. And it is trying to put the staff pack on, which is stupid. I know what I just equipped is actually better. Just by a little bit. Going down here, nope, that's one up. Not by much, but it is better.
As of right now, it's going to be Bard. It looked like the healer was just going to walk out without raising.
At the end of the dungeon?
No, as midway through. We haven't even got to the right piece yet. It looked like he was just going to let him make him respawn and come back all the way through.
It's in a gray zone sometimes for that, sadly.
For this dungeon, you want to raise. This one's not as nice as some others.
I agree. But it's the idea you don't have the debuff for a minute.
The healer forgot to put his fairy back to follow.
Leave it at fucking default. It does good there. I think he's just using excuses now.
Now this is a group of guys that are obviously playing together. We got Bard, Kate, and the rest of you all.
With some of their commentary.
Yeah. This is just a group of guys that find on the play.
Some losers
Yeah.
that don't know real role playing. Gotcha. But I'm not kidding. I've seen how bad some of them really are.
Okay, we're up to these. Why don't you bring them all the way over?
Those people are stupid.
No, literally, they drag Crochet all the way back to the goal.
It gives you the most space to try to dodge some of the area effects. Is the argument. So I know where that's going to, but it's still.
also ignoring the loot chest.
That's unfortunately for some players not uncommon.
Because I just waited the whole cycle for them to finally have it just default to me because I was the only one that said anything about it. And it was a dryad that's gonna end up being sold to the
Grand company.
yeah. I'm sorry, have they been taking care of the dragons out there?
And I'll be honest, I am curious how this battle is going to go with the ads with Common Church. At that level, they have better defense. They're probably the ones that we're going to try and use for this. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of myself. I actually have both. Yeah, almost full than motivation. And actually, it is more than just a whole. When you're dealing with a large party of stuff, you got just a whole stamp. I'll take that. That's not good odds. I just lost the Knight. Did I just barely succeed? Yep. Normally when he drops, it's a game over.
Usually.
and we're surprised that the randomizer on that rung up baby metal after this long. And yes, I know I'm to the point where I'm on that threshold of actually going into where you are finishing. And I'm not going to ask you to go back in with me.
Which one gave me commendation?
One of them liked what you were doing. Or you just assume the bard doing the typical pervy bard of girl.
I don't know, because it seemed like the healer was the only one that waited for me when I stalled out for because I got stuck on random roll.
It may have been the healer.
I don't know.
Because it sounds like the healer was not part of that group of the other two.
It looked like it. They were very similarly styled, but
The way they were behaving, it sounded like the bard and the tank were together.
like dressed like it could. That's fine. That's fine. Upstairs. Ugh. Oh, it just wasn't loaded in. What the hell?
Does have once in a while. Oh shit, I forgot about all these quests kicking in too. Here.
Yeah. What? The Enterprise? Can't drive on, but I'm not going to. I'm curious what's going to give us after baby mom. Thinking out loud, I'm not the only one who thinks Sam Shui and his husband. What was that moment there bad mixes?
Honestly, I'm sorry to say it, their duets are usually better than Sam's solos anymore. Which is sad to say.
I think part of that is he helps keep him awake because since they adopted the baby,
Yeah.
you can tell which one gets up for.
Yeah, you can tell.
Because Sam looks a hell of a lot more exhausted.
Which I won't bash him for that. Well, if I collect it real quick, I can do a couple things in the madness of this. I'm intentionally only taking 5 of the new quests. Almost got one. Okay, how that work out? Now I go down here.
Are you serious? Oh, I guess if I got a teleport to more donut now. Because I gotta go out there to save his ass because he thinks he's about to unlock the 7th chakra. Yeah. The professor made a mistake and drove him to insanity.
That's what you're believing?
No, that's literally what the professor said. I said something, he's gone insane, go save him.
Basically, he said some smart assery, it sounds like.
It's where he analyzed our data on the 8th levels in us with the chakras and figured out the most likely place to align with these 7th chakra levels. And with the guy being so insistent on he's gonna be the one to destroy the Empire to get back Alamigo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you see the problem I've been predicting for the last 2 days?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go save with that super donut. Who did he? Wow. And he's killed 4 of them. And he's an instance of that.
Level 50 usually is.
Yeah. My problem is the mission's called 5 Easy Pieces, and he only has 4 bodies on. No, he has more than 4 bodies. Looks like only 4 bodies on the floor. Playing the power card of all fools, power and say you're not to trust me, had no hope in defeating me. Yeah, there's 5 bodies there. Whoa, he's glowing. 7th chakra slows within me, soon it will open. When it does, the Empire will burn. The power of magic and the power of Garland. They are nothing. Alamigo fell to these. I'm just backing up.
That's always about right. Looks like you're having some backup from other friends.
I don't know. Sister, you're late. Perhaps it's best. I have just stepped to our darling and guest. I wanted us to be alone. Oh no, that's Resistance members. Alamigan Resistance. Make your promise I've not forgotten the 5th final piece. It is yours to claim, but only if you defeat me. I told you when we first met. We must see the sacred crime. There we train. This is how the chakra are open. He told me himself this is where the chakra opens. This is my sacred tower. The tower of battle between you and me. Your strength has peaked. The red pine will grow. Does that sound like you have every intent to kill me?
Yep. Don't think he's gonna rip your asshole.
Do not spare your death will have purpose. It will be for Alamigo.
Dude. I'm gonna say it. No more drugs.
You shall die a martyr. I don't want to die a martyr.
Who wants to live forever? No, he ain't gonna last.
Problem is, I gotta focus on Shaman first.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, they're chicken shits.
Hmm.
I just took the Shaman out in like 3 hits.
Wow.
Okay, usually they're not that much of chicken shits. Okay, Wildegard the Watcher, not the Witcher. I misread that.
I'd be more afraid if he was a Witcher. That means he'd be somebody who might be able to kick your ass.
We got all his buddies.
Said I mean that somewhat literally. If he was really a Witcher, I'd be afraid. That's a game series I need to play through sometime. Agreed.
I feel my wounds knitting.
Dude, that's called infection, and it's not really a good thing.
The 7th chakra, yours has begun to open.
the irony? Fall Out Boy Centuries is playing.
No, the Fall Out Boy Centuries has just ended.
Finished. And now it's Defying Gravity.
No charm yet, but only one can, and it will be mine. The future of Alamigo depends on it. The energy wells within me. Come, let's end this now. Why are we going towards a cliff? Actually. Why would I build your power for the greater good?
It's like, I'm the fucking warrior of light. I am the greater good.
Take back, this power is mine. The others, if they ignore your suffering, why should I care for their lives? Why should I care for yours? I must have that power. I must protect.
Why are you trying to turn him Irish?
I don't know. It's just the way it's coming out.
Thing is, I know the truth of what the seventh chakra is supposed to really be, and that's dangerous.
Hey, look, your dad showed up to save your ass.
I will eject him.
The professor just got up with a fucking eclipse. Like, full closed fist swatting. Holy shit. Let's just fly. Why did you strike me?
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Father, silence you bloody fool, you oaf, you idiot. I will strike you 1,000 times more, but did not see my hand, so next time I shall strike you. Next time I shall bring a stick. Holy shit. Hunger opening your infernal chakra and opening your... Hunger opening your infernal chakra and opening your bloody ears full. Sid, Garland, and Ironwork have very made what's wrong with the summer dear whole life is the of our world. Our world is rounding, and we live on its surface. Even you should see that they do not even accept in physical sense. And though astrology more of my own types, I don't look at the various sciences to say this. Vital energy is Vitalin, which is called Aether, the one that sings life force in which monks believe as the center of our world is so tearful or what you call fanatics, typically found way.
You gotta be shitting me.
System here, we are separate or distinct from our world, our energy and its energy are one, and our energy may rank havoc and destruction, but they are far grander and more significant goal. Bring forth life as powerful as well, because they never to do the same. You saw only getting power by force, and my royal isn't in the very ballet as you seek to destroy. Is this what you truly wish to be?
Damn.
You speak pretty words, but would you speak them to our people, to every soul who has suffered? The children with empty bellies, to wives made widows? I would. Wow, dude.
No, there is a.
I know there's a point, but damn.
It's brutal.
Every last soul among them. Even if they fail to grasp with meaning it through now, I would and will speak those words until they're understood. Long as I stay next to it, of course, there's a lot I have to learn. There's no need to pray or fear for what my power left to say that's what we're doing so.
Goes into power corrupts.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
These forward the lives that we get to spend. Holy shit! The duty we owe to one another and to this world as part of it is to use what power we possess to deliver a future full of life and death. Can you really not see the rightness? Oh. We speak of the same accent.
No.
You have done the realm and indeed the world a great service. You well as stellar as a teacher and as an allocation as an man my deepest studies. Beating your son's ass?
Hey, sometimes it's necessary.
What is thanking me for?
More or less, yeah. That's what I'm interpreting it as. Beat the shit out of his son, knock some sense into him. Thank you.
Well, the dark most monks are, we not know how to change his mind after he does for conversation for the world. Calls you sister. Oh, now speak to him as one. I think I've been adopted.
Mommy.
Wow.
The world changed. I love it. I mean, it's befitting what's going on most of the time on one of our screens. Oh, it's gonna look interesting.
Oh, are you kind of giving me his? He's giving me his shirt.
Stinky.
No, literally, he took off his shirt. That's the shirt I'm getting.
Ew.
The basic part is here. Well, I think I'll pull out of your pocket or something.
This is gonna be messy with the way most tanks do going visual, and I know it. Come on, tank.
Oh, so no, he is not his son, but he knew his son. May Ralgir watch over you.
Okay, I'm starting to get upset with these fools.
I will put on the yellow for a minute.
Oh, an aggro for some shit. Okay. Oh, dude, you're playing fucking warrior. You can't be a new tank. This is gonna be a long run.
I thought my run was bad.
In fact, I died for a set of mobs because of them. What did I tell you? is this fool doing? He's gonna get backstabbed trying to do the cautious evasion shit from the extra maps. Because that means we're gonna have the wander mode and backstab us. And here comes the boy. What the fuck? He barely pulled these guys and he died on the spot. Shit fucking broke? I'm respawning and running it. We're not that far in. We're gonna have to. What the fuck? Okay, I usually don't have that bad of a run.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. No, the tank's just sitting there in that
He's
room.
expecting.
A res when we all had to respawn. Oh, shit. Fuck. Trying to deal with the problem with this. No, he's still running around as Marauder is part of the problem. He's not the upgraded.
It's Stone Vigil.
In Stone Vigil. Don't res him. He's in 30s gear. What the fuck? He's not even geared for this shit. Oh, okay. I'm reading his comment.
Not actually being considered for what you're doing.
It's fucking worthless.
No offense. You hit the point where he's just pissing you off. Just leave.
I'd rather not lose the half hour. Come on, I nearly have as many hit points as he does with the shit gear he's wearing. At full health.
No, dearly.
I have to AoE this shit. You can't hold that down. John is fucking ready. The fact he's trying to sneak through shit rather than the other two, we survived this shit or gained commendation. They deserve it. Let's see how this first fight goes. Yeah, he has 2,600 hit points. No, 2181. He had a boost ability going for a minute. Shit. 1970 was the level 10. About this dragon and his bullshit. Damn, I thought I got clear with that. And he's the fucking dancing tank. He's just trying to spin around it. He's one of those worthless bards. I can't wager it.
The only reason I dance around shit is I get better
You get some boosts.
from hitting him from behind. That's it.
He feels like he's one of them. I'm keeping this gift because I like the look of it. Let's pull that across his ass again. He got back quickly this. No, the ninja took it off him. Seeing this? Oh, slow down. Give him credit. Come on, loser. The fact that I kind of agree with the ninja. Or is that the monk? No, that's the monk. Not that he's much better to take the hits than me. And honestly, the healer's only level 41. aggro off the back. System. I feel for the healer more than anything.
Neon-yellow? Neon-yellow with a white feather. Base, but... I don't know.
Yeah, dumbass is probably gonna be dead. The other four. My bad, girl down. That's bad I can say that about a fourth mom. With this idiot. 'Cause I know he can't hold up against it. Yeah, he's not even trying to hit the others, he's just in the first row. Your level 43 dudes are not a marauder. And he's still trying to fucking dance. That one I'm concerned with breaking an earlier boss. All that's keeping us alive. So we have it all. I'll say it now, if I get the armor from this, rolling greed with him in the party with the shit he's wearing, I'm gonna be upset.
I've seen the guy running around the server.
Sorry, it takes a lot for me to call you a shit butt. And it says something with me playing Black Mage that I'm afraid to pull aggro from. Genuinely. Oh, fuck. No. I expect this fucker to aggro. But I was listening to those two out the aggro. Fucking. Well, the other one came in, so. That's fine. Just sad that the monk ended up taking the lead. And I will run my cinematic with this idiot in here. And it's me being a little petty doing it. I popped up the chat, so they did jump out. Oh, he's also in cutscene. Feels like one of those. Bad, I'm tempted to go into emotes and just... We're all sitting our asses down. Come on, loser. The boss that can't take first hit. It says something when Astrologian is throwing up the extra defenses to try to help. Stuff they usually don't need to do. Healer's more. Okay, who the fuck fired off the limit break? I don't blame the other the mom in triggering that. Yeah, he's not getting a combination. We got that healer in it. No, he was in there. I'm just going to thank the party. I'm sorry, I'm not one that... I have almost never had to nerf my combat strategy because of a tank to that level. It's pretty damn sad. Yeah, I felt like a crystal challenge that time. Unfortunately, not because of the boss. I like the will it fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride.
You know, that's what I'm dealing with. Do we have Heidelin to thank for not going crazy over this bitch?
Yep. You were shielded from Siren by the Echo. I will say that is one of my favorite looks for Siren, though.
I'm slowly making my way into the ocean to fight.
Yep.
So in truth, I'm trying to make with me. This big lady.
Boobies.
Almost wish Garuda looked more like her.
Yeah, in a way, yes. Don't get me wrong, Garuda looks badass.
Pretty.
Yeah. Well, some would disagree.
Okay, her face molding makes her look closer related to the other mother.
I'll give you that. I will totally give you that.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Coraline.
Yeah.
2009. Like Steve.
I will get the quest claimed and started for here. It's just the fact that there's a saw blade on one end of the Enterprise, which means, what the fuck was it used for in original 14? Before it crashed?
Oh look, the first mob that's even remotely a challenge. It didn't take 3 hits to kill.
Yeah.
What's really doing the hurt on me is getting the little bit of a problem that happens with the sweet song first.
Yep.
Oh, he was over there. There he is. I don't have any elixir left. Or have I not had any come up?
You may not have. And I don't think I can craft them yet. I wonder if the sun and moon can affect fishing.
I don't know.
Overriding the time thing with this weather.
It's weird because there's a move that's used for that. Once you get high enough level, but
Something that might help improve the chances.
could be.
Just a thought.
Because it's a stationary minion.
Yeah.
I doubt they made something just for the role players trying to take pictures.
Yeah. It has to have a purpose otherwise. It just clicked. Day and night affects that and some of the mining. But the mining, if you put it in the middle of the area, for the stuff that is a night mine, for example, we might experiment with that. I'll be honest, I am going to get into the crafting log. Yeah, I can't even do the elixir yet. I can barely do high ether in truth.
Sleep.
I think we ended up buying them last time.
We did. You went back to his house, returned something in, and you went to the marketplace, brought it back.
But guys, that's going to be all for now. I will be clearing the side missions from Porthos off screen. Mainly because it makes sense to do so. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.